Hi you guys, so today's going to be another Halloween video in honor of the Halloween month that we're in right now. I just want to show you where I bought my bride zombie that I had made and customized myself. They're called Wispy Walker dolls. It's made by Anita. So you'd start off with a basic doll let me show you the packaging so you can know what to look for. They're all available at CVS. They're only $10. So they're called Wispy Walker dolls. This is what you want to look for. They're very of a generic quality, you guys, so they're not anything of a good quality. Their joints are held together with rubber bands. Elastics tie in the two legs together. So if the elastic pops, the legs will pop out. So that would mean you'd have to change out the bands. So the as far as the hair, the ones that's kind of tied back into a ponytail or into pigtails tend to be bald in the middle. So that you would want to just like rat the hair like really crazy. This is one of the examples of the dolls that I go for, which is the ones with the curly hair. These ones tend to have the fullest hair out of all of them. You kind of just rat the hair and make it really crazy. You'd tatter the dress right here or outfit. You could tatter it. You could throw blood all over it. You could spray paint the whole doll. You can gouge out the eyes, and this is what I did with my zombie prop. So what I did was I started off with a doll like this, and she was dressed in a bride outfit. She was one of them dolls with the hair that was pulled back in a ponytail. She was bald in the middle. So I would go for the ones with the full hair, which would be the wavy dolls, the ones with the curly wavy hair. I stripped her down completely. I spray painted her. That's the first thing. I spray painted her with this purple spray paint. It was like a off purplish black, I think. And I spray painted her front and back. I actually popped off her head for this process. And did I? No, I didn't actually. I think I had her hair like in a towel or something, like I covered it in a towel, which it didn't really make a difference because I wound up spray painting the hair anyway. But you can do whatever you want, whatever your preference is, but if you want to get spray paint in the hair or not. I painted the whole doll's the faces. Yeah, I did paint the face. Yeah, I'm sorry. So I painted the whole body. Basically, I gouged out her eyes, which were these two things. I popped off her head because this is a plastic doll head, so you can just remove it. It's no problem whatsoever. I bought some lights from Dollar Tree, and they're all like purplish kind of lights. I put them inside, and I put the wire. The wire comes out back here, obviously, and you could plug it in. So, and I have her sitting in my window right now. But they are kind of a little bit wobbly, so I would be a little bit weary about it. You could sit them in a window, which is really nice. You could stand them up. Um, they do last in the attic too, you guys. So you can throw this in the attic, and it's not gonna disintegrate because this is a pretty decent quality. It's still kind of hollow plastic, but it's this doll's whole body is plastic, but it's very like airy type feeling. You could like squish it and stuff like that. So these are really good for customizing and painting and things like that. So this is called the Wispy Walker doll. That's where I bought this thing, and I bought these little scars from Dollar Tree. They have like artificial like scars, like staples and stuff like that. So I glued them on the sides of her arms, and then I glued like little stitches right there and right there to make it look like her mouth was sewn shut. I mean, it just came out epic. If you've seen my Halloween video and you've seen that doll, how really cool it is. And then it came with a veil that was like a jinker to her head, so I popped the veil off and I kind of tattered the veil, then I nailed the veil into her skull right here. So I stuck two nails right here, and then nailed the veil into the skull. I cut holes in her gown and I tattered it going up like this. I threw blood on her gown, and I think before I did dress her, I did glue like a brain. It's like a rubber brain. It's like a fake brain. I glued that on the center plate of her chest with hot glue, and then I covered it with a gown, and then I cut a hole where I had the brain at. That way, it looks like her organs are coming out, which is really nice detail. And so you can get really creative with these dolls, guys. These are really cheap dolls to buy, especially for Halloween props. These are amazing, you guys. So if you're really into Halloween, you guys, you should definitely check out these dolls. They're about $10. Now the elastics are just right here and right there, so you can pose arms up and down, not really side to side, but like up and down. Or like if she's got the open and closed eyes, so if you want to leave the eyes in, it's perfectly fine. But these are really good investment. You guys are making really cheap Halloween decorations, especially They're amazing. I mean, if you've seen the Zombie Bride, this is a really good project. This is a really good project for customization. You can come up with your own character. You can come up with a zombie, a witch. You can come up with a bride like I did. I just went with the theme of the doll, which was what was she wearing? She was wearing a bride outfit, and that's what I went with. I went with a zombie bride because I wanted to make something really kind of cool. I don't know what I didn't leave her shoes on. I think I pitched her shoes in garbage because I had spray painted her feet. And I actually put some blood detail all along her legs and along her arms, so it looks like she's just been tattered. I think I actually may have nailed the scar, the scarring inside of her arms and things like that. So it's just a really good investment, you guys. These are really nice props. They do last in the attic. I've had mine in the attic for about 3 years now, and it hasn't disintegrated. The rubber bands are still pretty good, even though. Let me actually show you the actual doll though, so I can give you a good example of the before and after, which you can achieve when you can put your mind to things. You can create some amazing, amazing props. I did this years ago. I mean, I did this when I was like 12 or 13. I swear to God, I did. Let me show you what she looks like. She looks epic. So you can get a good quality, picture and things like that. I think I showed her in my video, but you haven't seen all detail. Let me go get her. So let me give you a good example of the before and after. So like this is the before, and I'll actually show you. I know you've been seeing this doll all day long, but this is the before, you guys, and this is the after, okay? This is when you can put your mind to things and you can create your own little like scar detail and stuff like that. And hopefully it's coming off with the lighting really good. Just okay, there we go. See, I got like organs and stuff hanging out right here. This is like a fake blood dress thing. I just poured blood all over. This is her scars I was telling you about. Put some scars and I put 2 nails right there. You can nail it on, you can hot glue it on, it'll stay. She got blood all over her arms. So this is a really, really cool project you can do if you're into like Halloween decorations and Halloween making. And I did nail her a little veil on. You got one right there, and I think one right there, I think. Yeah, tattered, and as you can see though, she's bald. So you're gonna get an iffy doll. So you might get one that's bald, and you just kind of rat the hair, and you make it a hot mess, and it'll come out beautiful. Let me see if I can get some better lighting for you guys. No, you can't see that. But I mean, it just really, really comes out really nice, you guys. I mean, if you're into Halloween making. And now her eyes do light up, so you can see, look at all the scarring and things like. This came from Dollar Tree right here. And this was a brain from Dollar Tree that I glued onto her torso. And I actually cut the dress. You can see the dress right there, which is awesome. And I really love to make Halloween things. So this is one of the scars. This all came from Dollar Tree. This was very inexpensive to make. The doll was $10 too. She was a bride doll. This was an African American doll that I spray painted with the purple, and I tattered her dress, which is awesome. I mean, she just looks really, really creepy. I enjoy making things like this. I love to make. See, I kind of spray painted it purple, and then I went over it with gray. I think I actually spray painted the hair too with a couple of little gray streaks, so that's some options you can do. And this is her little wire that I was telling you about that comes out the back. So you can have the wiring coming out the back. She does light up in the inside, so that makes a really, really cool effect. And she's been sitting in my window for about 3 days now, so she just kind of sits there. But I think she's a really cool, really, really creepy old doll effect. The organs, how cool that is. I mean, it just looks like her stomach or her intestines is just hanging out, which is awesome. I love to make stuff like this, you guys. So, I mean, you can get really creative with these dolls. You can buy a bride or a princess or something like that. You can make it really creepy and tattery looking. This is like a taffeta type material. This is very taffeta material. I think I actually hit the ends with a lighter too, which is, I wouldn't recommend you do because this is flammable. But I did actually hit the ends with a lighter to prevent like shredding, I guess. You know, when you slice stuff and it gets kind of, yeah, I just kind of melted it a little bit on the ends. I don't know if you could see that, but I just kind of melted the ends a little bit so that way it wouldn't like shred or anything like that. So you can get really creative, you guys. What do you think about this doll? Leave some comments down below, and just remember to like and subscribe, and you will see more doll videos. Bye bye. Maybe more Halloween videos.